What's up, dog?
What up, bro?
Not too
Bro,
much.
you trying. Shit, I figured we'd get some food, man, you know, because you kind of been working hard, you know.
Yeah, dude.
Kind of just chilling, maxing, relaxing.
Yeah, let's fucking pick some shit up.
Yeah. Hey, but, yeah, dude, I wanted to show you this song because, you know, it's my first album playing with my shadow, and first song's called Faith, and it's, you know, it means a lot to me, so, like, I kind of wanted to show you, kind of see what it's about, man. You ready?
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, show it to me.
Let's go, man. You trying to smoke something?
Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yo, so that I don't mean to stop it, man, but like I gotta show you what I'm like talking about and kind of explain that, so you know you kind of get a better, you know, better view on kind of what I'm talking about and whatnot. So that was a quote. So that was a quote by Martin Luther King. It's basically you know, having faith in yourself. You know, you don't see the whole picture, you don't know what's gonna happen. So seeing the whole staircase, you don't have to really see the whole staircase because you don't even know where you're going, you know, entirely.
When you're stepping.
Yeah. So not seeing the whole staircase is that's in the future, but it's about like being in the present. So, you know, taking that first step, you know, that's that leap of faith, basically. And, you know, MLK, we already know what he stood for. He had faith in himself, you know. But yeah, let's proceed, you know.
Setting the tone for it.
I'm out here contemplating how I'm gonna put it down. Hoping and wishing that someday that I'll come around. Working out the kinks in here trying to find the right sound. I'm glad I made the choice to put it all down. I'm out here contemplating how I'm gonna put it down. Hoping and wishing that someday that I'll come around. Working out the kinks in here trying to find the right sound. I'm glad I made the choice to put it all down.
Bro,
Alright.
you know what I'm saying?
Lay it on me.
This the chorus. So that was the chorus. So it starts out, I'm out here contemplating how I'm gonna put it down, hoping and wishing that someday that I'll come around. So basically you're contemplating how you're gonna put it down, and you're hoping and wishing that, you know, it's gonna come around. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. You're taking the step.
Yeah. So I'm out here contemplating how I'm gonna put it down, hoping and wishing that someday that I'll come around. Working out the kinks to try to find the right sound. I'm glad I made the choice to put it all down. So as you're having faith in putting out your ideas and putting out your ambitions and stuff, you know, there's gonna be some kinks and you know, stuff you're gonna be some crevices and hiccups and stuff that, you know, that you're not gonna really have figured out all the way. So that's like part of the reason why you're not gonna see the whole staircase.
Right.
So you're working out the kinks and you will be glad when you put it down, because it's always worth it.
Yeah.
You know, it's always worth it.
Playing
man.
a long game.
Yeah. Take a hit of this, man. All right, we'll commence.
It's a beautiful day.
Riding in my chariot, if you must know, logic got the control center. Ariosa Thomas teaching out if you don't understand the splendor. Ontological designs if you look like I'm an airbender. Could it be using LiDAR? Or is it using universalized the powers cars? Neutrinos passing through, checking on your interaction.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta do this whole song, dog. Like, cause
Alright, I'll get used to it, I guess.
you know, I know it's difficult, man. It's gonna be hard for me to explain all of this, so, but I'm willing to go the distance.
You gotta do it, man. Fuck Hercules.
But in the ocean, riding in my chariot, if you must know, logic at the control center. Arios and Thermostation out if you don't understand the splendor. Ontological designs make me look like I'm an airbender. Could it be using LiDAR, or is it using universalized the powers car? So basically, I know that's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm gonna unpack this and try our best.
Open it up.
And basically, you don't always have to see, you know, the song in its entirety. You know, that's not the mission in art. So basically, in the ocean, you're not gonna see the entire ocean all the time. So you're just going through.
You're just in
and
it.
yeah, and the chariot, you know, that's like your mind, body, what your vehicle you're using to kind of navigate through this. You know. Wait, what? What were we talking about, man?
Fucking.
I need to
Logic?
know if you're listening.
Logic.
So logic at the
Logic
control
at the
center.
control center.
Arios and Thymos.
That's where you lose me.
Okay. So logic at the control center basically is like, you know, you're basically being rational as you can, because, you know, sometimes when emotions get involved, you can kind of get a little tangled up in kind of what's going on and kind of lose yourself.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then Arios and Thymos, dishing out if you don't understand the Splenda, basically is Arios is basically like one of the Greek love gods.
Okay.
And it's just love, you know. We don't have to get all mystical about it. And Thymos is just another Greek word for just basically spirit driven. You know, you're basically just using your spirit, using your energy to, you know, propel you through that. And you're basically shooting that love. Yeah, you're shooting, that's your fuel. You're using that and to kind of power through this, you know, through the ocean. And ontological designs maybe look like I'm an airbender. Could it be using LiDAR? So ontological designs, you know, you could look that up, but it's basically like states of being, you know? It's just states of being, and designing those environments for those states of being to basically be, you know, invoked, you know? And then could he be using LiDAR? LiDAR is light radar.
Okay.
Neutrinos, let's see. Could he be using LiDAR, or is he using universal laws to power his car? So universal laws, that's just what governs, that's the government. That's the universal government, universal laws.
The shit that everything abides by.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into detail about that.
That's a pretty macro
broad.
one.
Yeah. See. Yeah, I'm just like visualizing that. So universal laws to power his car. So that's basically like what's kind of helping you out. You got the universe
On your side
on your
already.
side, man.
Right.
You know, it's not against you. It's only against you if you go against it. So kind of using that to power your car. So yeah, let's commence, man.
This ball, tell me, is it possible to complete your own evolution? Tell me, could you guess how many more new revolutions? Tell me, is this the part where you come up with your own solution? This might make it a confident.
All right, bro, because you know we don't want to get too far.
Yeah, we can't get the head bobbing too much.
Kind of messes up the vibe, man. I apologize, dog. Like, I don't mean to be so meticulous about stuff.
You know, I mean,
I
like,
just want to show you kind of what I'm doing, you know?
is it like out on like streaming services and shit too?
Yeah. You know, it's on, you know, Spotify,
Okay.
YouTube. Yo, shout out Squid Gang though. You know, you guys helped me out a lot.
Fuck
you
yeah.
know, and everything that you guys done. Really appreciate, you know, kind of putting this project to help me put this project out. But basically it's talking about back to the song. So telling me how to see. Tell me, could you guess how many more new revolution? Or no, tell me.
Is it possible
to complete your own
evolution?
evolution? Yeah.
I love that line.
So is that even possible? Can you tell me that? That's just asking that question.
Yeah.
And then tell me, is how many more revolutions, you know? How many more revolutions can you,
Like, does it take?
to like basically complete your cycle?
Right.
So like, could you guess how many more new revolutions?
Like, do you have that information? Does anybody?
Yeah. And it's just finding that out.
Yeah.
And then tell me, is this the part where you come up with your own solution? That's kind of where it happens, you know?
Right, because you get left at that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then, tell me, is it possible to complete your own evolution? Tell me, could you guess how many more new revolutions? Tell me, is this the part where you come up with your own solution? So yeah, we'll proceed.
It's hard to adapt to get lost in your wish list. Cooking this up with a little bit of flavor, making sure it's so crisp. To what's it for me, I show a great deal of gratitude, but realize there's always gonna be a place with new altitudes. All I see is these spiritual fishes. Yes.
All right, you know, we got to break it down again.
Lot to unpack again right there.
Lot to unpack, you know. Sorry, man, I'm checking my feeds and stuff, and
Yo, social media is important.
So we were trying to get some food though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to get some food and just kick back, you know. Just gotta kind of figure out the rest of
Just
our day.
find something to do, man.
Yeah, shit, you just be like we just be in whatever lockdown, you know this is, man. Here you go, bro.
It's the world we're living in.
So yeah, learn to adapt to get lost in your wish list. You know, basically it's like you're just learning to adapt, you know. And getting lost in your wish list is basically just doing what you want to do, man. Like, that's all it is.
Is there like a...
It's like just a wish list that your bucket list stuff that you want to do.
Okay, like shit, like, yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah. Like, just allowing yourself to do that.
Yeah. But that's like the choice you have. So like learn to adapt or get lost in your wish list. You know, that's the coin you're flipping in life, basically.
The more you build your own world.
Yeah. You know, when I say cooking up with a little bit of flavor, making sure it's so crisp, that's just me fine-tuning myself. Like, that's just you're cooking it up, man. That's your alchemy, you know?
Yep.
And then like the ones before me, I show a great deal of gratitude. Cause that's where you come up from.
Respect.
Yo,
dude.
daddy, yo, mama, they taught you everything.
Yeah, dude.
That's brothers from another mother's, like, you know, out here being fathers out here, dude. But yeah.
Getting us learned.
Yeah. Us young bloods. And then when I say realize, there's always going to be a place with new altitudes. There's always room to grow, man. There's no high height. There's no the highest height.
There's no plateau.
Yeah, and that's kind of scary. So you know, kind of got to be aware of how high you're going too. You know.
You ones are up there for sure.
Yeah, woo, can't even breathe. There's no oxygen.
We're already a mile high up here.
It's hard to breathe out here.
Yeah,
man.
dude. I ain't got corona. I got asthma.
All right.
That's how I normally am.
And then I say, all I see is these spiritual fishes. Because basically, when you go up there, you're getting pretty spiritual. It's like high vibration. You know, it gets crazy up there, man. And so, basically, the line I say after that is, yes, I'm cutting off with these diamond edge scissors. You know? So it's like, I can't really, when you go high up, you can't really be getting too attached. Because then you'll kind of just lose yourself.
Yeah.
You will just lose. That's all I can say is lose yourself.
Right. You can't stay up there.
All right. Let's try to play this song again.
With these diamond head sisters and provide some protection for my future younger brothers and sisters. Bam, 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 bam. I'm out here contemplating how I'm gonna put it down. Hoping and wishing that someday they'll come around. Working out the kinks in here, trying to find the right sound. I'm glad I made the choice to put it all down.
So that last line, that was just to finish out the verse, basically. Working on providing some protection for my future younger brothers and sisters. Basically, that's what it is. You know, it's for the future. So your future peers, so that way, you know, you kind of leave this place better off than, you know, it was when you came
found
in.
it.
Yeah, so that way you kind of contributed in a positive way.
Fuck yeah.
And that was the chorus and whatnot. So yeah, we'll complete.
This is just a counterpart, this is full spectrum. Make sure you take your own pace, I learn to keep the momentum. Pondering upon all levels from the macro to the atom. Breaking it down and put it back together in the midst of all this fluctuating weather. I don't know if I like the idea of going body forever.
Yeah, I love that line. So this is just a counterpart. This is full spectrum. You still seek your own pace and learn to keep the momentum. So this isn't just a counterpart that I'm talking about. You know, I'm talking about full spectrum. That's what GC is about. You know, remember GC guy, Globehead dude? Yeah, he's like, that's global consilience. That's just full spectrum, unbounded, unbiased. Yeah, at least as much as you can comprehend.
Sponge.
You know? That's like what it's all about. It's just taking as much as you can, you know, and having using that tool, that
Not to
vehicle.
conflict, but to provide more.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah, I get that for sure.
I peep you on the previous verse. That's what's up. Glad to know. Good ear. But,
I'm trying to pay attention, bro. There's a lot to fucking...
yeah, man. I mean, that's how serious I kind of take my work and stuff.
Fuck yeah, I appreciate it, man.
And that's like in going in segueing, basically making sure you stick to your own pace, learn to keep the momentum. So like this is just like my pace and my music and what levels that I'm at, and
right.
I'm learning to keep that momentum. You know, pondering all levels from the macro to the atom, biggest to the smallest, breaking it down and putting it back together. Basically breaking it down and then putting it back together.
Chefing it up.
Yeah. In the midst of all this fluctuating weather. So everything that's going on, you know, breaking it down, putting it back together as time goes on, as you're moving along, going with what you're doing. And then, you know, everybody talks about different life forms and different lives and reincarnation, stuff like that. And I kind of ponder that idea, you know? I really do ponder that idea. So, but sometimes I don't know if I like that idea of going body to body to forever and just going different life. I don't know if I'm going to like that, you know?
If that's how it is.
Or if that's even how it is, or like it's just messing with that idea.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, like, to kind of think about that kind of stuff, but
Like,
I don't know. You know, I don't know if I like that. So it's like me questioning that, basically. And then, yeah, we'll play the song. I keep thinking my phone's on the ground, but it's in my hand, bro. High problems.
the other day I was running around trying to find my lighter.
It's like, wait, keys in your hand, bro.
The influence always trying to make it all better. Wait for the day that you see all itself. Self-care helps you ensure your health. Flying under the radar, yeah, you know stealth. The concept never ever starts with ideas to create abundant wealth. But be careful when you look into the cathode ray.
I kind of let it go a little bit longer, you know? You're
That's
still getting
fair.
the vibe.
Yeah.
After we get something to eat, bro, we'll play it all the way through, man. That way you can enjoy it.
In the
See.
drive-through.
Yeah, we get through the drive.
We'll show it to them too.
Yeah, gotta get the music out some way. You know? So using involutional, this is big. Okay, this is
Yeah, I
big.
was gonna say there was a lot going in that.
So using involutional overshadowing to make it all better. Okay? Involutional overshadowing is a very bold, statement, because when I was talking about reincarnation and going through different bodies and different life forms and different shapes of life, whatever
Doing that
level.
shit, yeah.
So involutional overshadowing is basically like, so you're in a form now. And involutional, so your evolution is basically like your movement on life and moving on your own will and stuff like that. So your internal will and contemplating that and overshadowing that, almost foreshadowing that, you're basically like, so let's say if you were to imagine you were a tiger, or you were to imagine you were a velociraptor or a bunny rabbit,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
you're imagining the will of that, you know, basically you're just trying to become that, you know. When you think about being a rabbit, you think about being a certain life form, that's like the involutional overshadowing.
Right. Even like.
And then the whole thing behind it is like when you kind of jump off that is next life, you know, or next form that you kind of take on. That's what your thought of it is. It's like if you thought you were a bunny, or you thought you were, yeah, I like that. If you thought you were a bunny, you basically think about being a bunny and imagine and like kind of act and move on the volition of a bunny rabbit and basically overshadowing like the form of a bunny rabbit and then becoming that. So yeah, that's pretty deep. You know?
Yeah. That's
It's
like
very
3 lines,
deep,
too.
and I would not expect anybody to get that in real time if they haven't heard the terminology before. So, and then I say, wait for the day that you see all is self, you know, figure that out. That's a huge rabbit hole. Self-care helps you ensure your health. Self-care, You know, helps ensure your health. Flying under the radar, yeah, you know, stealth. You know, because I don't always want to be popping off and doing like big stuff and kind of drawing attention to myself. So that's why I try to move under the radar sometimes and you know, be stealthy.
Right.
You know. But sometimes I end up drawing attention I don't even want anyways, because like...
Just putting yourself out there, yeah.
Sometimes the light shines and you got to be in the spotlight, you know.
Shouldn't have been standing there.
The concept of forever starts with ideas that create abundant wealth. So the concept of forever and creating ideas that create abundant wealth. So everybody wants to beat the game. You want to conquer the mountain, you know.
Get through it all quick.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's not about conquering the mountain or, you know, trying to figure out like how to beat the game. It's just trying to keep it rallying. Keep the rally.
Yeah.
Keep it, you know, just
the movement, the momentum.
Make sure there's preservation and there's future.
Right.
You know? And that's why I say it starts with ideas that create abundant wealth. So ideas that create abundance, those are going to be, you know, the best candidates for being, you know, a concept or an idea of forever, you know, an extended longevity.
Right.
Dude, there's some funny stuff on Facebook, and I don't really go on Facebook too much, man, but there's some funny stuff on there.
People are bored.
I like the expression, though.
Oh, they're pent up, man.
Yeah. And I say, last line before we get back into it, say, be careful when you look into the cathode ray.
What's a cathode ray?
That's the TV, man. It's basically like what the cathode actual ray is the projection of like what you're seeing on TV. Now the technology is just like that's what's like the material side of it.
Okay,
the actual cathode ray is like it's like the light or the ray.
The fundamental.
Yeah. The electrical current that's just being projected through the medium of a form of a TV or TV set.
Right.
And that's why I say be careful when you look into the cathode ray. It's just a real extended version of just be careful what you watch on TV.
Yeah.
But
careful what you take in.
We'll get back onto it.
With vision on how you supposed to play. Please just stay out your way. Stay out your way. Primordial primavera, which gave rise to creation, left you clues in a certain order to unlock your regeneration. I'm out here contemplating how I'm gonna put it down, hoping and wishing that someday that I'll come around. Working out the kinks in here, trying to find the right sound. I'm glad I made the choice to put it all down.
Yeah, so that was the end of the song, man. You think it was tight? I know I was.
It was long. It was a long song.
I'm sorry, bro, but like first time showing you, I wanted to like make sure that you understood what I'm talking about, because that's like it's like a lyrical breakdown kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And best to like tell you kind of what it's about before I show you, you know, so that way you kind of understand it like that much more. And
I do feel like when I listen to it again, I'll be like,
wow.
Okay.
So basically what I'm saying is to finish it out.
Yeah. I was going to say, you got the last bit of there still too.
Yeah, telling you a vision on how you're supposed to play. Because the cathode ray kind of tries to tell you what to do. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with that. That's why I say, please just stay out your way. Because sometimes I even get in my own way all the time. Sometimes I am my self-sabotage. Self-destructive. But, that's just a learning process within yourself. So that's why, kind of make sure to stay out your way.
Especially to keep moving, right?
Yeah. And here's a big one. Primordial primavera. So primavera means spring in Spanish.
Okay.
And primordial is basically like essence. That's like the essence, the prima materia, like the prime, material. And basically that's That's what gave rise to creation.
That's the birth of it all. The
Yeah,
soup.
buddy. And then it left you clues, okay? So the primordial primavera, which gave rise to creation, thanks, which gave you rise to creation, left clues in a certain order to unlock your regeneration. So, gave you clues. So there's signs, there's stuff that happens in your life. You know, it happens in a certain order. It's not always predicted. You know, depending on how much foresight you have, you know, that kind of depends on your, you know, the order that you kind of put yourself into.
Right.
So the clues were left in a certain order to unlock your regeneration. So all this stuff that you're going through in your life and what you're finding out and learning, and basically GC guy, you know,
Taking it all in.
Global Consilience, unity of your knowledge.
Right.
That's going to unlock your regeneration. That's going to basically, you know, regenerate you into like the essence of things.
A being with longevity.
Yeah, being with longevity and just being in the core, being in the light of it all.
And
finding
having
that
the faith to try to do it.
That's why I mess with you, man, because you know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, dude. No, dude.
And then it closes it out, you know?
Yeah.
That's like the chorus, man. So
Yo,
let's go get some food, man.
we might want to air this bitch out before we leave.
I for sure got you on that, man. let's do this. It's pretty smoky in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm high as hell. I'm trying to get some of this food.
Look at it.
There's a couple places down the way, man, so we can definitely see what we can get into, you know. But now we'll play the song for real, you know. Now that you heard
Yeah.
the breakdown
Now
and
I
stuff.
guess I can listen to it.
All right. So let's go.